Hope you're doing well. This is my weekly recap for August 23rd through 27, 2021. And by the time everything was all said and done, I locked in $725 of profit, and that ended up with a 6.7% return on capital. 725 is great. That's technically a new weekly high for me. My previous high was 722, so I beat it by $3 whole. But that part isn't the part that I really care about. The part I really care about are these trades here at the top. They were from, a week or two ago, depending on which one you're looking at. But MU here was a rolled trade, plug, pen, and then plug again. We're all rolled trades, and they came back in my favor here finally. And I went, if you combine all these losses, that's easily $1,000 I would have lost right there. Instead, MU here, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little lucky here on a huge up move, but I put in a really optimistic bid order for $1 to close the trade. And hey, it was my lucky day. And I thought I was gonna be rolling this out for a couple weeks because it went against me pretty hard. So anyways, that's why there's only $4 here. I had 2 trades, and in Tastyworks, each contract costs $1. So even if you subtract out those $2, I still walk away with about $2 profit. But hey, that $2 or $4, that's fine. The whole point of rolling is that A, I minimize my loss, which I did. B, I try to break even, which I did. And then C, I try to get a profit, which I technically did. So that's the whole point of rolling out trades. And that worked to plan, right? I mean, I only got $4, but it's better than losing 600 or 593, right? So anyways, pretty happy that all these rolled trades came back. And then some of these, like this plug trade here, which one was that? That was the 25 put. My original position was at just 42 cents credit. I did 2 contracts. And then when I rolled it, I actually rolled it for more credit than my original position. So the fact that this took, 12 days or essentially 2 weeks, that's fine because, each week was roughly the same amount of money, right? We're up here, 74 cents on the original MU position and then only 30 cents on the next. That's not a great return for your second week. So, it's a little more rare when this happens. The price kind of has to move in a specific way, obviously, but I opened the original for 42. I rolled it out for 48. And so really, even though I was in this trade for 2 weeks, I got the equivalent of 2 weeks of profit, right? So it doesn't matter when that happens. It's like I would have just did 2 trades for 2 weeks, right? Instead of just 1 trade and rolling it for 2 weeks. Long story short, I'm glad, that's 4 trades here that all I rolled out and they all came back in my favor in the next, week or so. So that's pretty much ideal. I went from, losing 330 on this one to gaining 207. This one was negative 242, and then 89 I gained. This one was negative 170, and I walked away with positive 130. So, instead of walking away with a total of probably $1,000 here of losses, a little over, it's like I got 2, 3, almost $400 give or take that I walked away with profit instead of losing, $1,000. So that is the whole point of why you roll. But again, you got to be confident in the direction of the trade that you've chosen, right? If you're not, you just need to cut your losses and get out. All of these, I was obviously confident in staying in the trade, or I was comfortable staying in the trade, so I did. Anyways, moving on from that, the rest of these, you can see from this line, the dark line here, that, these trades were all from a previous week. All these trades were from August 20th or earlier when I initially opened them. And then this week though, I had 3 trades from this week that all closed out really quickly. This PFE short call here only took 23 hours, so less than a day. I don't know why this is blank, I just realized, but whatever. All right, well, I'm glad that caught my attention because this PFE trade did not close this week. But I did have this PFE trade, and that one is legit. It closed in 23 hours. And then this one was in 4 days, and it's from this week, right? So I opened this on Monday. And I guess I closed that on today. So I guess that's only 2 trades that I had, you know, quick and easy winners this week, but hey, whatever, I will take it. All right, so with that adjustment, you know, that gets me down to 677 for the week. That's still pretty good in my book. And then that gives me, that looks like it's calculating properly, 7.2% return on capital. So that's great. That's actually the best return on capital that I've had, which I guess isn't surprising because these plug positions here and pen were all real low buying power. And oh, so was RCL. You know, I mean, the return on capital is 8.2%. You know, this Tesla spread, you know, you get a better return on capital there. And, you know, I got 16% return on capital. But yeah, then plug here, it's 13.6 and 14.1, and pen is 6.8. So those skew it kind of, but that's what I look for, is I look for trades that I can get into with low buying power. You know, they're tickers that I'm comfortable with. And then with the low buying power, my return on capital can be much better sometimes. All right, I think that pretty much covers everything. You can, you know, scroll through these bottom columns here if those are interest to you. Those last 2 I didn't quite fill out, but whatever. That last one's just an extra one anyways. So anyways, take a look at these columns at the bottom if you care. Not sure how useful they are, which I've mentioned before, or pretty much every video. Looks like my average trade I was in for about 8 days, so, you know, just over a week. And that's kind of the name of the game. You know, I'm playing weekly options. So hopefully, you know, if this turned into like 30 days, there might be something wrong with my strategy, right? So the fact that this is at 8 days and, you know, I'm making almost 700 a month, that's pretty good. Or a week, not a month, a week, you know, that's pretty good in my book. So I would literally take this every single week if I could. All right. I think that is everything. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good weekend. Be nice to your mom, love your neighbor, and it's happy hour somewhere. So get yourself a weekend beverage and kick back for a couple of days. All right, I'll see you next week.